It's a most wonderful time of the year, we would have said in 2019, as a whole publishing community would gather at the world famous MPA Christmas lunch. It's one of the sad lowlights of 2020 that I can't see you and the wider UK music industry in person. So here in 2020, the year could be remembered as the year of the C word. COVID, yes, but I want to draw your attention and focus on 2020 as a year of change. Change had to come. By year of change, I mean this year's collective acknowledgement across the music industry that our business does not reflect our society, and it must. We have built much of our world-leading sector drawing from and being inspired by Black talent. Still, the structures of many music businesses have not reflected this legacy in terms of Black and minority representation amongst our professionals. The death of George Floyd earlier this year forced us to change and face this truth. Importantly, the MPA and others have seized this new awareness as a catalyst for change. We have committed ourselves to making it more than a moment in time, to reevaluate how we operate, how we are structured, how we hire, and how we show leadership for our sector. Our change will be lasting and influential. Our change will be top down, and our work starts now from the ground up. I am proud to be part of a community which is prepared to change and prepared to roll up sleeves alongside us to make sure that all in our community are respected, recognised and rewarded fairly and equally. Thank you for working with us, and please follow our progress as we develop our initiatives and evolve our businesses to meet the MPA board's commitment to change. Alongside our own commitment, we welcome leadership shown by our umbrella body, UK Music. Hi, Jamie. In the publication of their diversity and inclusion report, which we have shared, and it can be found on their website, we constantly ensure that the music publisher's voice is heard around the UK music table. And we have contributed to every trade, business, fiscal and lobbying position presented for our industry by UK Music. Perhaps one of the most lasting contributions we can make, however, has been in supporting this report, which measures our industry now, and it will show how far we can and must change for a fairer, more diverse and inclusive future. The UK's bright minds, world-leading businesses and global talent do not come from one small corner of society alone. We will all be better in the future for 2020's time of change. So, the pandemic hit us this year like a storm. When 3 whole weeks of lockdown were announced in March, few people could imagine that 9 months later, we would still be under this heavy cloud. Indeed, we have got into a rhythm of mask wearing, distancing, sanitizing, and living our lives on Zoom. News of a vaccine may be a ray of sunshine, but that horizon is still some way away, and it may be simply too far for too many in our music world to reach. Those in the live industry, performers and their managers have seen incomes decimated, and some of our beloved venues may simply not survive this endurance. The music business is a collective and social business. Our relationship between music makers and music lovers coming together to enjoy a shared experience. The distance between us and the gulf between performers and audiences has shown how vital human connection is to our whole ecosystem. Classical publishers and composers have been hit catastrophically hard by the vertical fall in performances. It is a performance of classical works which crystallizes a long-term investment partnership of publishers and composers. It draws valuable commissions and breathes a long life into timeless works. The MPA has been swift to react to impacts on its community. We have worked tirelessly with government to press for support. We've gathered our sister organisations to work collaboratively to support those in most need. We have shown influence, tenacity and empathy across the spectrum of our publishing community. Our work is far from done, but it has been rewarding to see the swift and sustained action by a membership organisation for all its members. We all wish this crisis away, but this terrible experience has proven that when the going gets tough, the MPA, publishers and our friends across the music industry rise to the challenge. It's also demonstrated the importance of collective power and collaborative working for the health and sustainability of our sector. This demanding year, with all its unforeseen challenges, has not got in the way of the MPA's business as usual. Whilst our famous summer parties and Christmas parties were sadly not possible this year, we've actually hosted a greater variety of content online than ever before. We have supported our members through this year's intense challenges through a series of mental wellness webinars with partners Music and You and BBC Music. We've welcomed a new generation of music publishing talent through launching our dedicated Next Gen membership tier for individuals starting out in publishing. This really has been an exciting year for DIY artists and new publishers. We have converted our renowned induction course into a hugely successful online program on all things music publishing called The Publishing Effect, a 101 of music publishing. In our very first iteration of the 101 course, in May, we attracted nearly 600 registrations and an average of 250 people attended each session, covering everything from rights and licensing to creative songwriting and sync. Our most recent 101 continued this success, and the online platform has increased our reach and inclusivity too, as members from across the UK and beyond have been able to attend and to participate. We will also continue to provide this great content in 2021, alongside a return to our specialist and intermediate courses, which provide an even deeper dive into particular areas of our business. The 101 course also reflects how our commitment to diversity and inclusion is met for everything we do. This year, we signed up to the Control and Key Change Pledge, committing to improving the gender-balanced diversity of speakers across all of our events and courses. The MPA and its own companies, PML and MCPS, are united in a dedication to provide the very best-in-class service for our members. Through hard work, MCPS has turned a legacy of negative balance sheets into an impressive surplus collected for members for the first time. MCPS stands as a world leader in the protection of the mechanical right. PMLL continues to go from strength to strength, pivoting to accommodate online schooling and virtual choirs to ensure that funding from the Department of Education is sustained. Rights holders can be properly remunerated, and so that our great repertoire can be enjoyed from the classroom to the community. The achievements from MCPS and PMLL will bring valuable income to our members, and the efficiencies mean that we can share necessary extra revenues into the coming year, where the impacts of COVID lockdowns may be keenly felt across our sector. The MPA itself has continued to ensure that music publishing is a key voice in the most important conversations, both at home and internationally. Whether regarding changes to copyright law in India, achieving the hard-fought aims of the Copyright Directive in Europe, securing our priorities with government in trade deal discussions, ensuring our rights are properly protected and remunerated as the streaming market evolves, or tackling technical solutions such as AI in the interests of music publishers. We have ensured the MPA is at the table and is being heard. It's been incredibly busy, stressful and demanding this year for all of us, but I'm proud to know that the teams across the three MPA businesses have strived to serve our members incredibly well. We will continue to be your voice and your support into 2021 and beyond. Thank you to Paul, Lucy, Steve, Vicky, Josh, and the whole MPA group team. I extend my thanks also to the board members, committee members, and other trade bodies I work with. My biggest thanks are to you, our music publisher members, for remaining strong, outstandingly creative, dedicated, and a fun community. Here's to a happy and healthy and music-filled Christmas, and I look forward to seeing you all in 2021. Thanks.